Right, I'm gonna try and keep this video short. Right, I want to make a video about these things. Right, this stuff was right. I could be totally upfront. There's going to be a link in the description. If you buy it from Amazon, I will get some sort of commission. Right, so I was right up front about that. The reason why I'm making this video, which is slightly off topic for me, is because these things have been very effective. Right, effective in what? Right, so I had some sort of tennis elbow tendonitis going on for about 2 years. I spent money on chiropractor. Went and saw one about 5 or 6 times. You know, he'd done some massage and all sorts of stuff, and you would have thought that might have been it. Actually, that did very little, to be honest. I lift heavy objects at work, like furniture and things like that. It got to a stage where I was basically afraid to lift things with both arms. It's like armchairs and sofas and mattresses. It got to a stage where I was almost sort of like just protecting this arm, using one arm a lot and not using this arm very much. I was getting pain around this whole area, pain shooting up here and sometimes coming up here and sometimes pulling or something up there. And this went on for about 2 years, right? I had time off sick and everything. Not just that, right? And bearing in mind, right, so, you know, it's not like I just bought these things and it's like, you know, oh, wow, look, someone's put me onto this and now I'm making a video. No, I've been taking these for about 6 weeks, right? I'm not really that sort of person who does things. I got ADHD. I'm not very organized. I'm not very good at doing things methodically and repetitiously and in any way that's organized. Like in the past, like, you know, I've bought all sorts of supplements. I've got cupboards. I got them everywhere, right? What was the last? Lion's mane, and it was just sat there unused. These things don't normally do anything to me. I forget to even take them for a start. But these things, I took them for 6 weeks. I took them for 6 weeks every day. And this is 400, right, what is it? PEA. Well, it's going to be in the title of the video. And if you're searching for this stuff, then you might find my video. It's called PEA, right? Anyway, my arm's completely better now. That's my point. You know, it was like the other day, I was like, what? Mate, it's like I haven't got that issue anymore. I just have not got, you know, it was like to the point where almost afraid to pick the kids up and throw them around and have fun sort of thing, or afraid to get down because getting up was quite difficult, or afraid to sort of, oh mate, give us a hand with this. Well, sort of, you know, yeah, all right, I'll do it, but it's like I'm got to use one arm as much as possible, or oh, I'm going to avoid that helping someone move house because of my arm and stuff like that. I didn't want to do injury and then have more time off work, because that's what keeps the money coming into the house and then for you to support your family. Right now, that's gone. It's gone. So I'm saying this. You know, someone put me onto this. A friend, I believe it was her. Yeah, she sort of mentioned it, and she said it was like this neurological blocker. She might have even said it's like a CBD, but it's completely natural. And I might be wrong on that one. Yeah, I didn't do much research. I trust this person, and I, you know, for the sake of whatever it was, £12 off of Amazon, I just went and bought them. Right, what have I got to lose? Supplement, completely healthy, natural sort of thing, and I did it. And I've been doing it for 6 weeks and the problem's gone. Right, what's the other one? Right, the other one was I used to do running and stuff. I enjoy a good old run. I've done a half marathon, half-heartedly, but I've still done it because I had an injury at the time. And I like to go out running. Been doing some park runs lately. When I say lately, again, I stopped over a year ago because my knee, I can't remember, there was nothing sudden happened. It was just life. My knee was like, it was like every other step going upstairs. Yeah, good and embrace. Good and embrace, embracing each step, every other step, because my knee would so I had an x-ray and it's almost, so I've sort of gone, sorry guys, I can't run anymore. No, sorry, I can't come. Stop running. I can't run. So that was done my head in. It's a bit depressing, really. So I had an x-ray and it turns out that, the cartilage, the tissue or the gelatine that's in there, they've gone, it's depleting and, you're getting closer to the bone. Not on the bone, but you're getting closer to the bone. So that's it. No more running sort of thing, Sorry guys, I'm out of that one now. Just doing normal life. Use the trainers for something else. And the other day, I went running, and even then, it's almost like you sort of you forget about this thing, totally forgot about it, sort of thing. Say I'm down on the floor messing about with the kids. Again, it got to a stage where it's trying to avoid getting down that low, because getting back up, it was like grit your teeth, because I'm trying to get up on one leg instead of using both legs. It's trying to do everything on one leg, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Like I said, every other step. So I'm compensating by putting more pressure on the left, because the right was a bit of a drag, jumping, landing on the floor was a bit of a, again, sort of afraid that might do damage, because my job is manual labour work. So I need my body to work. Aside from having fun, park runs and stuff, which is fun. It's good for your mental health. This thing does have a really long name, and I just...
Palmitoylethanolamide. Palmitoylethanolamide.
Look it up. What I'll do, I suppose, is take a screenshot of these. So these are 400 milligrams. Again, I'm not that sort of person who, I don't know what that means. Do you know what I mean? It's just that I thought, right, okay, whatever it was, 12 quid, 16 quid. And I sort of thought, wow, give it a go, take it for so long. And, I ain't got nothing to lose. I spent my life on paracetamol and ibuprofen, and we all know they're not very good for you. And I do my best to avoid anything stronger than that, because I used to be a heroin addict. So, drugs and all that sort of thing. But when it comes to painkillers, sometimes we need them, especially if you're getting pain. So it's a bit of a sticky area. So I got these, and like I said, and again, it's like, well, hold on a minute. I was like, and now, because the other day I went out for a run. I'd done a 5K with friends. And I remember the last time I'd done a 5K, which was probably about a year ago, it was like, right, let's see if I can just do a gentle. Let's see if I'll get away with it. And I wasn't running, I was jogging, and mostly on grass. And I remember about 40 minutes after the run, my leg, my knee was, I could feel, that thing was there with the knee, sort of like, oh no, sort of thing, got to recover. Have I done any damage? Bearing in mind, in the past, I would just run. That's it. Just run. I come home and, slouch on the sofa and I'd be all right. But it got to that stage where it's hobble, more pressure on the left foot. Yeah, and the last one, within 20-40 minutes, I'm sat there thinking, oh yeah, that's it, I'm done. My knee's done. I ain't gonna be running because that weekend I'm limping, sort of thing. Not massively, but to the stage where I'm thinking, right, running's, it's impact, isn't it? Your knee, bang, bang on the concrete. And you think, yeah, okay, all right. Many people have said running's no good for your knees. So there you go, that's it, isn't it, really? But no, I went out for a run last week, 5K, down the field, organised run. 40 minutes later, my knee was fine. All day, all weekend, normal aches in the hips or whatever, normal sort of thing. In the shins, normal aches, considering I hadn't been out, I had not ran for about a year. And I'd just done, like I had an x-ray and the doctor's saying cartilage is gone, more or less, not completely, otherwise I'd be crippled. But, it's not like I'm just saying, oh, I had some pains and all that. Yeah, I have got psoriatic arthritis as well, psoriasis, which also comes with arthritis inside. And this one, my friend put me onto this. So I've just, I've got, what have I got left? About 7 or 8. Right, what are they? I suppose little white capsules with some sort of natural stuff in them. Got about 8 left. So I'm thinking, I want to continue taking them things because it just seems to be working. Do you know what I mean? And then, so I've gone and ordered some more, and these now are, I don't know why, I don't know, you're thinking more for your money or something. These are 1,100 milligrams. Same stuff, PEA, the long word is the same. That I will be putting a link in the description. When it comes to these sorts of things on YouTube, yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Like I said, lion's mane. I've been taking lion's mane. It don't do nothing for my concentration. It does nothing for anything. I get more off a cup of coffee. I don't get focused attention from a cup of coffee. But what I'm saying is, if I drink a strong coffee, it affects me. That lion's don't do nothing to, just as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, because of the proof of the pudding. I've been taking lion's mane and I've felt, seen, heard no change. I'm still mental, I've still got a short attention span, I still forget everything. But these things, I've been taking them every day. And I've just explained, look, right, if you check my channel, below every video, there's a link to Amazon for harmonicas and other equipment. Nobody has ever purchased anything, right, any of my links. I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. So don't bother if you don't want to, right? But I'm just saying, if you're like in that sort of place, you've got a bit of a problem. Mine was tendonitis or something. something around here. It was tennis elbow tendonitis, I don't know. It was a real sharp thing going on here. And I had, I don't know, these straps. I had one that came round here. You know, I had exercises I went to Chiro, and I did Chiro, then physio. I don't know what they're doing really with that. I don't mean it like that. I just mean sometimes it's your body, something's going on inside. They do their best, I'm sure. I'm not speaking out about these things. Those things didn't work. I guess that's what I'm saying. And these things have been working. And for the sake of whatever it was, 12, 16 pounds, you know, and so I'm certainly not making this video to try and make money, because there would have to be 1 million people clicking on that link for me to make 30 quid. It's just not going to happen. If you've got something like that, give it a try. It's worth giving it a try. PEA, that's all I've got to say on the matter. They're from shops, as in online shops. It's not a prescribed drug or anything like that. And I was just watching, done a little search, and there are medical people now that are starting to get on this, as in backing it, and yeah. So, but take what you will, leave it if you will. It's completely up to you. But all I know is it's working for me, 100%, and my life's a little bit better off the back of it, you know what I mean? So I hope that helps somebody. Link in the description. God bless.